Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a first look on the game Neocolonialism Ruin the World. Now, this is probably one of the funniest games I have seen so far, and honestly, it does take some getting used to. If you're not interested in the scams of corporations going around the world, the scams of finance bankers buying countries and then, selling out their votes there to make more money, etc., then this is really probably not a game you're going to like. But if politics is your thing, if the current global market is your thing, you're going to love this game. And you can actually play online with up to 6 friends, which is one huge bonus. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the single-player sort of thing and explain the game to you a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. And at this point, AI opponents, I'm just going to have 2. Now, you can put this all the way up to 5, but 2 seems simpler to me. Now, first, I think which is pretty cool, you get to actually pick a logo which represents your particular corporation. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and take maybe the I'll take Corporation 80 over here. And we'll go ahead and my name, just be honest, Agrippa. So let's throw that out there, just Agrippa. And we will proceed. Now, this game is divided into 3 different phases. The first phase is, of course, buying votes, the investment phase. I believe the second phase is the liquidation phase, and the third phase is the buying votes phase. So in this case, the whole point of the game, we start off with personal capital up here. We need to go to one of these regions, guys, and we need to buy votes. We want to win an election in this region. So we're going to go ahead, buy a vote, and you can already see our little corporate logo is there. But apparently Romney has also purchased a vote there. Now, this could cause problems. We're going to go ahead and buy another vote in Europe because we really want to take control of one particular region. Now, the entire goal of this game is to buy up as many votes as you can in a particular country and to eventually win an election in that country, basically building shit that these people don't need at all. Factories, things like that, that actually benefit you but don't really benefit the country itself. And ultimately, what your real goal is to completely sell everything in that country and liquidate the assets. Basically, run away from the country with all the money by turn 12. And if by turn 12 you have more money than anybody else, you have ruined the world, and you have won the game, which is just beautiful. So you can see here, guys, a prime minister was elected in Australia, Rockefeller, and you can see the eagle here representing him. So here in Europe, there's going to be an election, and of course, we're going to vote for ourselves, Agrippa, and here we go. We are now the prime ministers of Europe, which is beautiful, and you can see our little logo here, a corporate logo. And at this point, we're going to go ahead, we can either propose a factory, we could create a free trade agreement, we could propose a mine. Now, each of these has different, benefits. A mine will actually make you more money later when you liquidate. As for a factory, it'll make you less money when you liquidate, but more money right now. It's kind of hard to explain. This game really does take a little bit of knowledge. It's not too complex, but at the same time, it's extremely complex. What I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to propose a free trade agreement, and I'm going to try to do it with, let's see, maybe Russia here. Russia's a valid region. We'll propose the deal with Russia, and at this point, this should generate a little bit of personal capital for us. Now, this is the IMF phase, and the IMF phase is really, really interesting. Basically, what occurs during the IMF phase is you are the International Monetary Fund Director. Now, each person in the game gets to be this at least once. It's really random. Once it actually comes to you and you become the International Monetary Fund Director, you can mess around with the world as much as you want in that particular region. So you could just create a factory for your own benefit. You could build a mine, etc. And really, you just do really crappy things to the country, to the region, to benefit yourself. Now, as you can see here, there's a resource shortfall, and that's the disaster, which is causing an issue to occur over here. But we do still have some votes we can buy, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm looking at other countries. I like Africa, I like the Middle East in terms of purchasing votes, and I like North America too, but North American votes are a bit expensive, as you guys can see. It's 12, actually, and the payout is, for instance, 12, the payout is 4. Over here in the Middle East, the price is 6, the payout is 2. So it's not particularly valuable, but we should go ahead and buy a vote there anyway and start seeing if we can take over the Middle East. Now, of course, it would take way too long for me to show you this entire game, all 12 turns, but ultimately, this is kind of what the game consists of, and you can imagine, especially playing online with friends, that this could be really, really fun. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and liquidate my assets, if I get a chance here in Europe, to kind of show you guys how that works. So there is a policy phase. Okay, who will be Prime Minister? Again, doesn't affect me since I don't have any votes in that area. So just to show you guys how it would work, if you see my score here, before turn 12, you obviously want to build as many factories as you can here, build this place up and make Europe or any of these places that you decide to purchase, make it as strong as possible. And once you do that, you sell it, you liquidate it, and look what's going to happen to my score. I'm going to get 12. Now, see, it wasn't a particularly valuable area, but nonetheless, you know, I still managed to make some money. Had there been a factory there, a mine, and it had been upgraded, I would have made a lot more. And the whole point of the game is to build up these countries, win votes in these countries, build them up, and ultimately just liquidate their assets entirely and ruin the world, of course. So here we go. We are the IMF Managing Director, so we get to kind of mess around and do what we want here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a mine. Now, this is not going to benefit the people in China at all, in Central Asia at all. In fact, it's going to hurt them. But it is going to benefit me in the long run, or whoever happens to own that region at the end of the game before liquidating the assets. So anyway, guys, this was a first look at Neocolonialism Ruin the World. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe down below, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much, guys, and have an awesome day.